Citynet Magazine.
Hello, I'm Andrew Nelson-Mendes with Citynet Magazine at Montreal Comiccon 2025 with the band Double Experience. Can you guys tell us about yourselves?
We are a band from Ottawa. We make nerd rock music, inspired by everything you would see at a place like Comic-Con. And our recent album, Undefeated, which we wrote on Twitch, was actually just awarded Album of the Year at the National Arts Center.
Okay. What are your thoughts on AI in music?
We believe that AI is a tool that can be used alongside all the other tools that exist out there. And I think it's only as smart as the creator. And I think as an artist, if you're going to use it, it's not a bullseye. It's not just, hey, here's a song about Lord of the Rings, please write me about how Frodo and Pippin go off and frolic in the forest, and all of a sudden we get a #1 hit. It doesn't work like that. And truly, although I think some artists might be scared about what is coming, we firmly believe that it's the next iteration of tools that musicians, creators, writers can use to help narrow down some of their ideas.
You did a panel on where you took an audience versus AI.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Of course. So through our live streams on Twitch, we did all kinds of wacky things, like we'd break open fortune cookies at random, and whatever the fortune cookie was, we had to use as a lyric. So naturally, we got curious about AI, and when we did these songwriting workshops, we were just saying, hey, all right, taking live input from the audience, let's all write a song together. Could be anything at the top of your mind. And then we take the same song topic and even some keywords into an AI and go, well, let's compare. Like, we took 30 minutes maybe to write the one song, took less than 30 seconds to generate the other one, and we just performed both verbatim. And then we would, as a whole room, would talk about maybe what worked about a song or what didn't work about a song.
And how do you foresee AI in the future? Do you think it's going to replace any bands, in your opinion?
Generally, I think artists, you can never truly replace the human touch of what is music, but equally there's artists now, Timbaland being one of them, who's saying, look, I want to sign artificial intelligence musicians. I want to sign artists that are AI generated. And I think it's broadening the landscape. It's not narrowing, it's not going to push out other artists. I think it'll cause artists to look at what's going on and realize, okay, well, does my art need to change? How do I adapt? And ultimately, that's all it is. It's a market pressure for artists to go, well, how can I raise my game? And equally, I don't think there's anything wrong with having artificially intelligent, AI generated artists in the music space, as long as we're transparent about it. It's the future. Sean Astin said it last night with regards to the Hobbit panel, saying, look, it's not going away. The worst thing we can do is put our heads in the sand and say, no, this isn't real. It's not happening. It's not going away. So we can either adapt or not adapt and get left in the dust of progress.
Okay. And I was talking to somebody earlier, and they mentioned something to the effect of feeling cheated when you invest a little bit of your soul into appreciating something you may have heard and finding out afterwards it was AI. Do any of you have experienced anything to that effect in your?
I think some of my favorite artists like Prince, David Bowie, the former maybe would really embrace technology. They were just like a total freak when it came to I want to just be good at everything and understand everything. And the latter, they would cut up newspapers and throw the words up in the air, and wherever they fell, that was the words to life on Mars. And I think when you look at that, I don't think any less of David Bowie because he randomly generated lyrics to life on Mars. I just see it as hey, he was the one who had the taste to kind of arrange it all together in that way. So to me, I don't have to see the magician's trick to be moved,
Yeah, I mean, think about maybe in a different sense, an artist like Beyonce, right? She's involved in her songwriting, but a lot of her songs are not written by Beyonce. Does that take away from the experience of you being a Beyonce fan? I think 98% of people would say, I don't care, right? And does that lessen her Grammy wins? No, it doesn't, not at all.
It's I like 100% grass-fed steak, and I like, chocolate-dipped milkshakes that are deep-fried. I like all of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Do you guys see AI as a tool for artists?
So behind the scenes when artists are creating, whether it's in a studio or in a bedroom or things like that, there's a million little programs that you would plug in as you're recording that do different things. You know, they add reverb, or they help you maybe create a bass line to whatever else that you've got going in, and all of it is just based on your prompt, your interaction with it. And I think that's all it is.
It's like using a thesaurus online or something. It's like if you can't come up with the word right now, you're going to go into a language model perhaps and go, I need another word for fascinating.
Yeah.
And I think more to the point for an artist, and to any artist watching out there, look beyond just making the art and go like, you know, maybe optimal tour routing or optimal like schedule posting, like stuff that is like the grunt work that none of us artists really want to do anyway.
Yeah.
AI can be really good to just sort of like free you up to be a better artist. It's not just the thing that's going to like sour your recipe. It's like it could actually maybe give you more time to do really meaningful art.
Yeah, like our band Double Experience, like it's Brock and I. Like that's it. We write the songs, we record them, we book the tours, things like that. And so like, I mean, I know we've been talking mostly about it as a creative tool, but Brock is bang on about how it's like it can free up so much time for like everything that isn't creative, to make space for you to be a creative. And I think it's like that is also where the power lies in utilizing this technology.
Well, thank you very much. Double Experience at Montreal Comiccon 2025. I've been Andrew with Citynet Magazine. Thank you all and have a nice day.